Welcome to another video in making an Atari Cabaret, and we're going to be working on the coin door part today. So I have a speaker, I have a mock-up of the marquee which is being printed on the plexi at Arcade Art Shop, and then this is an actual coin door which is the same style as would have been used on the original Atari machine. So we need to transfer our designs onto the wood, make our marks and cut the panel out. But I also need to look at straightening the panel because it's quite warped, and cutting it down to size. So I think I'm going to try a quick straightening experiment before I cut it to size. So let's get on with it. That's our cut we need to do with the circular saw to get the right height. Just like before, we have our guide, and as I've been going along I figured a few things out. This moves a little bit, so you want to lock it in place and then kind of like push it over as far as it will go. I'm now using my straight angle, locking it in place and then pushing that up to it. There we go. Yeah, that's okay. Right, so that is now our coin door. So our mini marquee is 419 across, and we want to make sure that it's in the centre. I'm not too bothered about doing everything exactly the same. So that's the top section. There we go. It's one gap for a coin door, which should just pop in because I oversized it a little bit, unless it's a little bit tight at the top and the bottom. A little bit tight on that top corner. There you go. One coin door. So there is our coin door. So I've set up my detail router and I just want to do a test on this. I've only got it on a very small amount. I just want to run it along this edge so I can just do a test and see kind of the distance from the edge. So that's not bad, that's quite clean. So it's basically 40. No, not quite. 1.5 inch. So we want to be 1.5 inches from our corners. It's not too bad. Let's move this. Bit left. it needs some cleanup, but could have got a lot worse than that. So now I can cut or do something for the speaker grill just to fit into that hole. I've just been to check the size that I asked the marquee to be printed, and I'm pretty sure when I printed this out that it's just printed wrong. So that's why it doesn't look quite right. It should be 114 and it's 110. So I've marked out the size that I want, which is 419 by 114, and then using my calipers I've made marks for 1 centimetre inside. So this is the space that you want to cut out, and then we'll have to find some suitable screws afterwards. So that should be our cutout, and the marquee will go in there, but then I'll recess that to fit the marquee perfectly. So I've just got some screws, some little washers. Hi, it's the next day and I picked up some mesh that we can use for going in there. I also have a metal cutting disc for my grinder, so we're going to cut this to fit in there, and then I can also use this for the grills that we can put over the vents on the back. So just Just need to kind of snip the corners off. So once that's painted, that'll look good. That's a success. I'm really pleased. I've just come back from the hack space and I've recut my template. I've also cut what should be the right size marquee, 419 by 114. I've done my test and it looks about right. Close enough. So I'm just trying to get this lined up so that it's the correct amount of space all around. Before we go too far, I'm just going to do the 4 corners on a very low height just to get an idea of what we're looking at. That looks pretty good. So our marquee will fit in. So we can see the marks that we just made. I think we have to go for it. Yeah, so that's looking good. So it fits. So now we need to go down to 4 mil. So that's about 3.89. I'm not too worried about that. I don't want to go too far in. So when we put our screws on the front with the washers, it will mean that there will be a little bit for it to grip onto and it won't rattle around, we won't have to over tighten them. So that will sit, the actual marquee will sit in there. There we go, and all of a sudden it starts to look more like something.